Nestor, can you talk about what it was like to travel back and forth between the cities of El Paso and Juarez?
I remember vividly the streetcars when I was 5 years old because during World War II, we had a ration of meat, shoes, sugar, and so we would come get on the streetcar every Saturday, go to Juarez and buy all the things that were not available in El
Mhm.
Paso. You know, the feeling of steel to steel, the rumble is unique, and I love it.
What led to the streetcars being put out of service in 1973?
At the border before the '70s, there was pretty much no check, no control. And then all of a sudden, the game changed. It became, how do you dissuade people from going to the border? One of the big concerns was that the Chamber of Commerce of Ciudad Juarez did not appreciate the fact that Juarez people would come over to El Paso in the millions, buy their socks and bread and everything. So they decided that they were going to stop the system. And in 1977 in El Paso, we had a new mayor and he gave the order, I don't want to hear the word streetcar again. So the rails were paved over
Yeah.
and they ended up in a graveyard in the sand for 40 years. They were in total rust. It was extremely sad. Steve, why did the streetcar become important to you?
I remember, Nestor, we had a conversation about what could be done in order to elevate the community. And so you had mentioned the streetcar, but also the concept of transit-oriented development where the business community knows once you have a fixed stop, it's probably going to be there for a while. So they're motivated to invest around that area as opposed to, for example, a bus stop. But there was a lot of turmoil at that time on the local council. Downtown was dead. There were some political obstacles, people that did not want to see it or thought that the money would be better spent elsewhere. But we really had some really important champions, such as yourself. It was almost 10 years to get it done. And I just remember we were presented options and they had the modern car, they had something that looked like a faux historic car, and then they said the last option was using the actual mid-70s cars, and so we fought hard to make sure that the actual cars were the ones that were gonna be reintroduced. What feeling did you have when you saw them come back?
I could not hold myself back. I had to go touch it. I put my hand on it and I felt a great feeling of reuniting with a friend and understanding that you're not looking at a replica. You are writing history.
Correct.
When you have the opportunity to bring it forward for future generations, that's almost an obligation that you got to leave something for others.